Good afternoon on this March 1st, 2022. Welcome to What's in Your Tackle Q&A session. We might have some people pop up here and there. We'll start doing some little Q&A, getting people ready for the 1v1 tournament coming up this weekend for the March Madness through catfish and crappie. So, welcome everybody in. 3 people in the house already. What's going on, Mike Sampson? Come on, Sampy. And there's Tom LG Bass. We'll let a few other people populate and get in here. What's up, James Kirkpatrick? What's going on, buddy? Looking over all my stuff that I got in from Uncle Lou's. A lot of stuff. Choices in my eyes and pat on the hedgehog. Stay awake. Bandit. What's going on, Elizabella? Just looking over a few stuff that I got in. Put some nice hooks in. There's some 8-aught. 8-aught circle hooks. Nice 9-aught circle hooks. All Uncle Lou's stuff. Nice little demon dragons. 9 people in the house. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Joey. And Mike Irvin, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out. Matchsticks in my eyes. I'm tired. It's funny, Frogster. What's up, Hooks and Hammocks? Hey, if you want the link, man, I'll send it to you, Chris. I appreciate that, Mike. Appreciate that share out. Yeah. Let me know. I'll send it to you. Kind of get your views on it and other people that might jump in. Just kind of a little Q&A on some tackle. Some techniques and tricks. And LG Bass, if you want up, I'll send you the link too. We got 8 people, wonderful people in here. Kind of have an idea of like during this time of year when we're coming off the winter, kind of going into the spring, colder weather, coming into that warmer weather. Do you change your hook size? Do you change your bait size? Do you change anything? You change your weight depending on where you're at. Those are things that we want to cover tonight on the show. Do you want to use beads? Do you want to use demon dragons? Do you use rattles? or do you just go plain Jane and just use a weight and a hook? If you want to come up and just kind of talk about that and just give me, I'll ask you questions and you just tell me what your plan is. Great family's fishing. What's going on? Your boy Troy.
What's up, Kelly?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, so we're gonna try this, but I'm probably gonna have trouble hearing it once we get going.
Okay.
If I can't hear you, then I'll just jump out.
All right. I'll try to speak as loud as I can for you.
It's not you. It's for some reason lately with StreamYard, I only get like half the volume out of my phone.
Huh.
I know I'm not the only one because I've heard other people complain about it too.
Yeah. So let's just get into it. Like, if you were, because you're not in this weekend's 1 versus 1, are you?
No.
Okay. Now, if you were, what would you be? What kind of tricks or tips would you do for this weekend? Like when it comes to tackle, like what would you try to change it up depending on what your stipulations were?
I would pray a lot.
What? Because of how the bite's been going, or what?
No, just because there's a lot of good fishermen in there, men and women, and I know there's people in there that are going to put a lot of fish in the boat or on the bank, and there's other people that are going to put, or not other, but there are also people that will put a lot of big fish in the boat or on the bank. And
Gotcha.
I don't have the experience of either one of those. So,
Yeah.
but I would do what I'm confident in. That would be my plan.
Okay.
I wouldn't be trying. This wouldn't be a time to try something new. Is what I'm trying to say. Unless you're just getting spanked,
up to this
and
point.
then it's time to start doing something different. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. I'm just thinking where we're coming off this winter, coming up or hitting at the end of this winter spell, and we're kind of getting into some warmer weather. Would you change up your strategies that you would do in the winter than you would doing in the warmer weather?
Well, I mean, I would definitely be like with this weather we're having currently. I would be looking forward to dragging baits.
Gotcha.
Because the water's warming up. It's going to be at least around here. We're going to have good weather. Never mind. We're going to have good weather. So I would really be looking forward to dragging baits. But I think I'm going to have to go, Kelly.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
We'll talk later.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll be on here so you can jump back in.
All right. Bye.
All right. See. Bandit Frogster. Hey, Amy. Won't you jump up here, Amy, and just give us a little rundown of what you're planning on this weekend? I know it's your birthday weekend. What do you think your and Lee's strategies are this weekend? Brian B. This the person I was looking for. Why don't you hop up here? I've got some questions for you. 16 wonderful people in the house. Appreciate you all coming in here and hanging out. What's going on, Thomas? Your only strategy is to catch fish. Just kind of get in the head of you, man. Just kind of see what your thoughts on this weekend are going to be. When it comes to tackle, are you going to change it up? Or are you going to keep on doing what you're doing? Especially the weather the way it is going right now. In the drive-in listening. All right, that's fine, Amy. Now we can get you on here next time. Let me do this. All right, Bandit. All right, Miss Frogster. That's fine. Jody, you can click that link too if you want to. See what your thoughts on and when it comes to tackle coming for this weekend. Are you going to change it up? Are you going to stay the same? Got 17 wonderful people in here. Go outdoors. What's up, Gio? How you doing, man? Appreciate you coming in here and hanging out. So basically, tonight we're just talking about especially with the 1 versus 1 coming up this weekend for the March Madness through Catfish and Crappie Mark. We're just kind of figuring out, hey, let's have a little Q&A tackle session. Let's try to figure out, are you going to change up your hooks? Are you going to change up your bait? What are you going to do going into this, especially the call-outs and strategies you're going to do? What's going on, Lisa? Appreciate you coming in here. Say hi to Aaron. I mean, I didn't go in it this year, but I mean, my thing would be this year would be probably this time around. I might change it up a little bit. So, I mean, are you going to? I know a lot of people are against it. Would you go after Rattles? Would you change up Rattles? Would you put Demon Dragons on? Do you think they actually will work? Would you change up your hooks? Would you go smaller? Would you go bigger? J Dog says the only you can come up here, J Dog. You don't get on screen. Well, it's not really strategies, but I mean, it's just like not talking about spots where you're going or anything like that, but it's just kind of like I know we're coming off that winter spell, and I know a lot of us have struggled through the winter. Some have done good during the winter, but now that it's getting warmer weather, are you going to change it up or from what you did in the winter So now, or are you going to stay the same? So the ones that are struggling, are you going to stay the same and hopefully you're going to do good? What's up, Steve Mosley? What's up, Ricky? So, man, that's the thing is like, are you going to change it up or are you going to stay the same? As you can see, I got a nice little spread out here. All this right here is all from Uncle Loose Tackle from his Facebook thing. Got some rattles, got some demon dragons, hooks, some swivels, two-way swivels, some slides, and some beads. And then you got Brad. If you're needing sinkers, definitely look up Brad. Are you gonna take all your rattles and floats off? Well, let's see. What would you why would you do that? If they worked for you during the winter, is it because they didn't help or just want to take them off there? What's up, Solo Texan? What's going on, man? What's up, Lance? Pork chop? What's going on, everybody? But if you're wanting floats or anything, or not floats, but weights or anything, make sure you hit up Tidal Weight Sinkers, Mr. Brad Cottle. All kinds of stuff. He's got .3-ounce coins. There's a 4-ounce coin. There's a 4-ounce bullet. He's got 4-ounce on those. There's a 3-ounce or 5-ounce. 3-ounce. He's also got little 2-ounce ones and little 2-ounce bullets. So definitely, if you're looking for some of that, definitely hook him up. Ah, there we go.
What's going on, everybody in the house? What's up, Kelly? How you doing, bud?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm busy. Busy day today.
I figured you were.
So what's going on? I see Brandon in the house. I see Ricky's out there. There's Pontoon Jody, J-Dog. There's Pork Chop. I hear Pork Chop and Jody got an interesting matchup coming. I've heard whispers about that. It involves a dress.
Ooh.
People are so silly.
Have they not learned not to take bets from Jody?
Jody's out to conquer the world. There's my buddy Danny Stones. What's going on, Danny? There's a Go Outdoors. I'm not familiar with that one. How you doing, Go Outdoors? What's up?
Yeah. Danny's like he'd like to try the rattles and floats, but the extreme current on the Mississippi. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, with that current, I think that current would make the rattles and stuff make a lot of noise.
I use rattles. They don't hurt the bite. Do they make it better? I don't know. Will a fish come back once they hit your bait and they get that rattle? It might antagonize them to have to come back and bite again if they miss it. I think that might be the fact, but whether or not it really helps or not, I don't know.
Now on that, would you put that rattle down right on the hook, or would you stick it up above the hook?
No, always above the hook. I'm a firm believer if you're going to put something on your leader, you want to put some beads on there to keep this stuff off the hook. The less stuff to get in the way of that fish hooking up, the better off you're going to be. That's just me. Oh, yeah. That's how I do it. I ordered a whole bunch of glow beads off of and some red beads off of eBay, and I use those as for filler quite a bit whenever I need to.
Now,
I won't use them.
You do hard plastic or you do the soft?
Do I do the what?
The hard plastic beads, or you do the soft?
It don't matter. It's on a leader. I use the soft. I use the one I use for sinker stops, for bumpers for sinkers. I got a whole bunch of those whisker seeker ones. I made one purchase. the way I set up my lines is I have a heavier main line than I do have a leader because I do use braid. I'm fortunate enough to do that without losing line capacity just because of the diameter of the braid is thinner.
Yeah.
So I'm able to do that. So I seldom do I lose anything except a leader. If I lose a weight or something like that, I really got to be wedged into some wooden stuff. And if I'm fishing cover that heavy, I'm using a float and a knocker rig on the bottom, which is where I would use those beaders, those beads at the bottom of a knocker rig.
Mm-hmm.
So,
got you. I mean, basically, kind of like what we were trying to talk today is just like with it coming off winter, going into that warmer weather, would you change it up on your hook size, your bait size?
no, man. I use 5 outs. I use 5 outs for my local channels and then 8 outs for everything else. I don't have any really big hooks. I haven't got any 9 outs or anything simply because the hook brands that I use don't carry them. I think Mustad might have them in those bigger sizes. I don't think so though. So I'll use an 8 out for Mustad. Mustads run kind of small, especially the demon circles I use. And I use those for live baits like bullheads and stuff because I don't know if this is true, but for me, I think, a smaller diameter gauge wire hook is going to let the bait live longer. How true that is, I don't know.
Yeah. Now, is that for winter and summer?
Winter? What are you talking about? Winter is ice fishing here. We use different. I use little tiny hooks no matter what I'm fishing for. I've been known to use like 3-aught circle and J hooks on the end of my catfish rigs that I do pick those up from Whisker Seekers. I use those on automatic fishermen, on jaw jackers and stuff. I haven't got a chance to do too much of that, and those are kind of touchy too. You got to know how to set them up.
Okay. I know some people around here, they like to switch up from their winter rigs to their summer rigs. They'll go smaller hooks, smaller baits during the winter, but then summer when it gets hotter, they'll go bigger hooks, bigger baits.
In the spring here, when it's still cool out, I'm talking pre-flathead bite, which is end of April around here. I'll use my standard Kentucky rig. I'll also use standard Carolina rig, and I'll use every now and then I'll use one of those double hook Kentucky rigs, the high lows, and I'll use a high low mainly for channels because you get more bait, more surface area bait out there. You get more scent disbursement with the cooler water temperature. It doesn't dissolve as readily, like anything in cold water. It takes a while.
Yeah. Cool.
But that's pretty much how I play it. I concentrate more on the bait I'm using at the time of the year. Like in the spring, if I'm chasing flatheads, I use what I call the candy bar type baits, like suckers, and creek chubs, stuff like that, if I can. Or even when I'm cutting a cut bait, whether it's carp or bluegill, I'm using strips rather than big chunks of fillets.
Gotcha. I've noticed with mine lately, I've kind of changed it up. I'm still using the same size hooks, but I changed up the bait size, and it's actually helped a lot. So I'm getting more bites.
You got the school of thought where it's go big or go home. Everybody wants to use, quote unquote, the big baits or go home, but they'll definitely. Freddie's coming up. What's up? Oh, hold on. I think he's got a bad signal. I think he's still out, maybe checking out spots. But anyways, elephants eat peanuts. That's why I figure you're going to get small fish, but if a big fish comes by, they could take it. If you got a big bait on there and a big fish comes by, it doesn't mean they're going to take it either. So
yeah, true.
It is what it is. I'm not a trophy fisherman. I just like to fish, and I do. It serves me well. I come across a lot of fish that way. I'll raise my odds, and it's all location specific too, Kelly. I mean, if you're having a hard time getting on, how many cats have you gotten this year so far, bud?
This year for 2022, I've got 1. Last year I got 2.
Okay, well, try getting try to up those numbers, downsize your baits, get smaller fish, and get a bigger number of baits. Learn where they're at. The smaller fish, probably big fish won't be there. Birds of a feather flock together. That's one thing that goes through my head when I'm fishing. Gotcha. But then again, depending on what you're chasing, flatheads, I've had a day where I've caught 20 channel cats, and then boom, a flathead came out of nowhere, a big old 30-pounder, and boom, the bite died. It was over. as soon as that happened. I think what I did, and I've told this story many times before, is that I've piqued their attention just by all the action in the water, the feeding action and stuff. And, there's people out there that say, if you're in good flathead places, there's 100, 200 yards away from you at any time. Some are just pinpointing them during the day, which is the hard part, but you can draw them out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It just takes a lot. It took me 20 channel cats to do it that one day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's anybody like that. I mean, I would think.
Yeah, I would worry more, if you're not getting on fish constantly, I don't even want to say constantly, but consistently, that's the word I'm looking for. Worry more about where you're fishing.
Yeah.
Not what you're fishing with. I would definitely, if I was to give anybody advice that's struggling to get on, a consistent bite of fish throughout the year, is work on your spots, stick with a Carolina rig. You can't go wrong. I mean, all those rattles and beads and all of those stuff, they're great and they do help in certain situations, but work on the textbook stuff first. Textbook spots, points, ledges, choke points and rivers if you have them, channels and lakes if you're fishing on a lake. I'm not a great lake fisherman to ask questions because I don't fish them too often. At least for catfish, I don't.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And anybody that hasn't seen it yet, make sure you do go back and watch Mark's show Monday night. That had a lot of good information on it, especially looking at spots, brush piles, things like that. So it's some good information. I've talked to a few people that's really paid attention, wrote down information from it. So
Ted's a good guy. He knows what he's doing. We just touched the tip of the iceberg with him. If you have questions, we're going to do an Ask Me Anything probably after between the end of the March Madness and I'm going to have a crappie tournament next month. I'm just waiting. I got to get that date settled down, and I'll put a thumbnail up, and it'll be on my page. But we'll have an Ask Me Anything with Ted on a Monday night where you can come in there and he'll answer every and any question you guys got for him. Those Ask Me Anythings are always fun to do whenever I have one of those. I call them masterclass series. They're always pre-recorded because just seems to work out. There's Brian B. What's going on, buddy? He says this summer I'm fishing topless. I wouldn't do that in Andrew. Thanks for the warning. I see Boo Rock in the house. What's up, Boo? I see Chucky Morgan. I did say hello to J-Dog. There's Mike's fishing home.
Yeah, he said master class last night was great. Oh, yeah.
That was a good one. There's James Kirkpatrick. What's going on? There's 351 Cleveland. There's my buddy Lance. Stephen Corley in the house. See, I like coming up here because then I don't have to do all that typing.
Oh, yeah.
I got this silly little tiny keyboard, so my typing is terrible.
Danny says he had to downsize baits because of all the short bites. So they are just aren't aggressive here in the winter.
All right, not necessarily in Danny's situation, but in any situation. Let's say here in the fall, there's a transition period here in the fall for flatheads right before they go to sleep. They'll go from feeding on like a Carolina rig off the bottom to feeding, mid column. And mid column for me is in the middle of a 6 foot, depth. Our river averages, 5 feet, 4 feet in certain areas, depends what section of the river you're facing. I'll always have a tester one out there. I can fish 3 rods trolling. I can fish 3+ rods as long as they're marked as bank rods. I usually keep it to 3 when I'm doing that, but one of them will always be in mid-water column. And if I get lucky, I'll figure it out, and boom. Once you figure it out, and you know what to give them, it's money right there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But but that's just an example. I mean, if they're short biting, like Danny was saying, downsize your bait and your tackle. I mean, I've hardly ever had channel cats on the river that won't take an 8/0 hook. I don't always use them. Well, I use them 90% of the time on the river because I'm looking for bigger fish, but I've also poked a lot of channel cat eyes out using 8/0. So I'd rather not do that if I don't have.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, there's Frank over at
Freddie said that. Freddie said sorry that was his spot 7 and still having horrible service. He's
J-Dog
trying to find his spot.
J-Dog's going to pay people. No, there's no paying off. I need a show out of this, J-Dog. Don't be paying nobody off. Steve Mosley in the house. What's going on, Steve?
Yep.
Jello, what's up, Jello?
It messages to send a certain person a link. Let me see. Let me find him here.
This is what I'm doing this time of year, Kelly. At least in my part of the country, I'm checking all my reels, making sure that they don't need service. I used to do that in the fall, but I've learned that after taking a bunch of those reels apart that they don't need it. I'll take a whole reel apart and let's say there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. They're clean on the inside or whatever. But you can tell when you're casting and stuff. So I'll set those reels to the side. Give maintenance to the ones that have. I'm checking the line on them prior to the spring. I'm getting my crappie stuff done. I'm making sure I'm stocked up. Actually, I do that over the winter. Try to take advantage of those Black Friday sales. So I'm all stocked up on my preferred hooks. I'm stocked up on all the weights. I ordered some from Brad this year, and I'll be good with those for a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
I bought a bunch of stuff for dragon baits. I'm going to do a bunch more of that this year. Especially, I'm going to see how it works early in the spring. I don't think it'll work that good because of the water temps, but I use it more for a search tool than I do for a catching method. I don't know if that makes sense. If I got 18 miles of river that I want to fish, I can do it at a third of a mile an hour. A lot easier than anchoring 5 times in a day and getting skunked. I can cover a couple 3 miles of that river.
Twisted Fishing TV. He's like, I clean my crankbaits.
There you go. Yeah, I want to thank Frank for making me plan on buying a new walleye rod. He was just showing one off on Facebook.
Yeah, he's been showing off some good stuff.
Frank knows what he's doing. He's a player.
Oh yeah, he is. Absolutely. Yeah, because I've noticed on some of my creek stuff, I've got to work on them, kind of oil them up a little bit, get them going, because they're starting to. You can hear it when I cast out and reel in. You hear it just kind of like that whining noise in it.
You bring that up, and when I'm fishing for other species of fish, I'm usually using spinning reels for the most part. I'm not throwing quarter ounce and better bait. Well, actually, if I'm going to use a bait caster for anything, it's going to have to be at least a half ounce or heavier. Other than that, I don't bother. I use a spinning reel. I got a few Shimano Stratics that I bought when they had the F's out. F is in the letter F. They got new ones out now, so I got good deals on them. So I think I got like 4 of them, but I've put them through hell for like the past 4 years now, and I haven't had to service them not once. I've had one submerged for a half hour underneath a dock while I had to walk all the way back to my truck and come back with my. I keep a boat gaff in the back of my truck so I can pull. My truck sits pretty high, so that gaff is a good thing, so you're not having to jump in and out of there. So I walk all the way back there, and it took me about 20 minutes. It was under there for a long time, and that was 2 years ago. It still hasn't given me any problems. Reason being, though, I mean, the reason why I bring that up is, if you're wearing gear out and stuff's not making it year to year, you might want to consider upgrading a little bit. If you're having to buy stuff multiple times, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah.
I bought those on sale. I think I paid $140 a piece for the reel, which might sound expensive, but I've gotten 5 years out of them, and I use them everything from bait to constant crappie fishing. I've been using them for all my multi-species stuff. I even use them for carp and such. I plan on taking them walleye fishing. So
yeah, that's another thing I need to get into, is doing some more of that, some walleye and some trout fishing. Definitely.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to bring up, that you did that. Make sure, check your state reg. Make sure you got your licenses, man, because I just bought my Illinois and Wisconsin ones. They expire at the end of the month. I'm pretty sure that Missouri is expired. I think Indiana. Yeah, Indiana. Frank might be able to correct me on Indiana. I think it's either this month or next month. So make sure you get all that in order. You don't want to get caught out there without that stuff. Yeah. That's one of the only taxes that I don't mind paying, because it does go back to conservation, and it does go back to the sport that I love dearly. So
I don't know if anybody in chat can confirm it or not, but somebody said the other day Kentucky put down a new
I think
thing
chat,
we can get 3 years.
I don't know about that, but I think I saw that Chad posted a reminder that the Kentucky one expires too. I could be wrong. I don't know if he's watching that. I think
I think somebody mentioned in the chat that we can get 3 years now at a discounted price.
Stephen Corley says, I would love to get on some chain pickerel.
There you go.
That would be cool. Pike, but smaller. I hear they're pretty tasty. I know my sister Betty, she chases the Souders quite a bit. Or
how's she doing right now? What's going on with them? Are they still going after cat, or are they after something else right now?
It's almost crappie time. Gotcha. The crappie bite's going to get real hot here pretty soon. The spring one, it's going to be they're going to be. It's going to be pre-spawn and then spawn. It's going to get crazy. So that's what I do until flathead season comes up. And in between, I'll chase channel cats, try to get on them, at least until the water warms up a little bit up here. And I know she's got a lot of high water where she's at. I know a lot of people out on the Ohio and surrounding waterways, they got a lot of water. Here we didn't get much rain this year over the winter, or much precipitation, I should say, rain or snow or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I did have to run out and do a little work outside the house today. So I did drive by a couple of my ponds, some of my bait ponds, just to get an idea of what the ice situation is. And it does look soft. We're getting puddles on the top of it. And so it's happening. I'm 3 weeks away from open water and that ice saw crappie bite, which I'm looking forward to. I still need to decide whether or not I'm going to do it on lives or if I'm going to do it on videos. I got videos still from last year. I fished. I limited out like 4 days in a row. And I got so much crappie catch footage that it's like I couldn't even figure out how to make a video with all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll be dumping them out on
kind of like what SK does a little bit. Just go out for like an hour or so.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I mean, live stream it for an hour, but he's fished for like 4 hours that day or something like that. I think
I could do that. That might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Chris? How you doing?
How's it going
on, Corey?
Hey, Corey. Man, I haven't talked to you in a while. How are you two doing?
Doing good. You doing good? I think that she wanted to be on the show this evening, and you got to say hello. You got to speak up. Hi.
Hello.
She's a little shy. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good. Good.
We're kind of just talking about just a little bit of a Q&A session on especially Mark's got a 1-versus-1 March Madness tournament coming up, starting this weekend. Kind of getting people's ideas and questions about, are you going to change up how you're fishing because we're coming out of that winter fishing into more warmer weather or stuff like that?
Gotcha.
Well, what's your take on some of that stuff coming up?
Well, things will definitely change. You're going to see a big movement of fish here real soon within the next few weeks, as things start to move, as we start getting those thaws, as we start getting those spring rains. You're going to see a big movement of fish for sure, and a big movement of bait, and that's going to be a big thing for the movement of fish as well.
Gotcha. Now, you got any reports on some of the bodies of water yet, like the Tennessee, the Ohio, or anything like that? You have any reports on maybe how the fishing is going to be like that?
Here recent. Are you done? No? Okay. Here recently, things have been starting to warm up, and you're going to see a lot of fish going into the shallows. If you pay attention to social media and things, you'll start seeing a lot of fish with real dark, kind of like blackish, bluish, like this hoodie on their back. They'll be really, really dark. And, as that water warms up, that sun, we're going to get longer days worth of sunlight in that real important time, which is like noon to 3 o'clock. That really penetrate that water and start getting those fish warm. That's going to, you'll start to notice those fish's backs being blue and black. You'll start seeing a lot of that in social media here real soon, I'd say.
Gotcha.
They want to get warmed up. At least up north here, they're moving from like an insect feed to more shad and minnows and stuff. So that's when we notice them waking up here. Is when they move from those stagnant baits to the moving ones, is when they kind of are forced to get up and go. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
There's
I'm looking forward to
Clearview
see-
Outdoors. What's going on, Skip?
So did you have fun at CatCon, Chris?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm so
had an
sorry I missed
absolute
it this year.
blast. You know, seen a lot of people, met a lot of new folks. I just, I'm humbled by the amount of people that you don't know that you influence. The amount of kids, the amount of ladies, the young anglers. It's amazing that whenever we all come together like that, you see that firsthand, and man, I tell you what, it just gets me fired up to want to go out and do this stuff more.
Every now and then I'll get a little feedback from my small audience, and it definitely keeps me going. So even like a few weeks ago, I had the guy at the drive-up window at the White Castle recognize me. That was kind of funny.
Now that's good.
That's kind of funny.
That's a good. Hey, if you're going to have a connection, if you got it at a fast food restaurant, that's a good connection to have.
Oh man, that was kind of funny. And an Amazon driver recognized me. So other than that,
I think our UPS, Amazon driver, FedEx driver, I think they get kind of frustrated with me because they have to stop here so often. I'm constantly getting boxes.
it might be an even race between me and my wife in that department, Chris. Though, so we might be vying for who's disliked more.
There's a little good comment there.
So how's Ohio? Is it bursting at the seams still, or is it coming down?
No, it's moving pretty fast. Twisted Fishing TV, thank you very much for that comment, buddy. I appreciate that. It's really moving pretty fast right now. We still got that high 3 to 4 mile an hour. Please don't touch that thing. As far as the current speed goes, and a lot of trash, but it's starting to move down. I was taking a look at like where the two rivers, the Kanawha and the High, come together today, and things. The seam line, I pay a lot of attention to that seam line where those two rivers come together. And if it is, what I consider normal, or like half and half, where the Kanawha River is pushing out halfway on the Ohio and the High River is holding the Kanawha back halfway, then that is what I consider to be normal. And it is right there. The water's going down. We're going to have some phenomenal temperatures this weekend as far as warming things up. And it's going to be extremely nice this weekend. So I look for some big fish to be caught around this area this weekend.
Nice.
You guys got some rain moving in, don't you?
I think this weekend will be pretty decent. But I think that it depends on whenever that rain hits.
Okay. Yeah, I got messages from some of the people that are in that online thing I'm having this weekend. They were kind of worried about lightning storms and stuff. But I think that's actually from Chad. I think that's closer to Cincinnati is where he's fishing. So
yeah.
Now, what you have to explain that to me because I don't know what that is.
I got March Madness. 16 guys go against each other, 1 versus 1 every week until there's just one left.
Oh, that's nice. That's
now
cool.
The pair ups they get there. I got my standard, rules, like you got to abide by state laws. It's CPR unless you gut hook a fish. They can have a joey, rules like that. But then the rest of the rules, whether they want to go by length, weight, number of fish, do they want to have a point system? That's between the two anglers in each matchup. So.
Well, that's a pretty cool little deal.
So that gets a little interesting. It's cutthroat. The winner gets half the super chats at the end of the tournament, so that kind of feeds them on a little bit. And
nice.
We did it last year. It worked out pretty good, so we're going to do it again this year, and we're going to make it a yearly thing.
Gotcha.
There's always side bits.
You with the bait. I was watching you the other day casting on some shad with that live scope. All it did was make me want live scope even more.
Yeah, that truly, man, is the absolute cat's meow. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It has changed things, my perspective on things. Just how easy it is to catch bait now. What you see them doing, and it'll blow your mind.
It's amazing. I've hit it in my boat twice. A buddy of mine's got one of the ice fishing setups, and he's a welder. So he made an ad hoc kind of way to mount the transducer on my boat, right? Had it on there twice, and it blew me away as to how different the fish act than I thought they did.
Yes.
I said that multiple times, and to this day, I'll say it again. I'm looking forward to getting him back on the boat with that, if not getting my own. So, and I saw Chris from Catfish had a video he put out today where he was using it too, and he was actually marking some big cats on the bottom or swimming through.
Yeah. So that's kind of my next step with it is to start, being able to pinpoint certain fish, kind of like the crappie guys do. I've only had it for about 8 months now, and it's a different, it's not your traditional what you're used to looking at. So your eyes have to be trained to what you're looking at specifically on that screen versus like your side imaging and your down imaging. And so that's kind of my next move is this summer whenever things get cleared up. I got to put up on it. And, once I get it, kind of, really centralized and focused in on things, I'm going to start trying to say, I want that fish right there, like the crappie guys do, and go catch that fish. And if I can do that, that's going to just.
I did notice you had it. I did notice you had it in perspective mode, so I kind of figured that might be just what you were doing.
I'm actually so I got that for bait, and I've been messing on perspective mode and the vertical mode as well. And I think now my next step is to get another box and another transducer and be able to run them at the same time so I can switch them back and forth. I can find that fish and then flip it up on the, forward view, know exactly how deep he is. And just like the crappie guys do, drop that bait right in front of him.
Right in front of him, hit him on the head.
Yeah, I think it's going to
be a game changer.
Yeah, it's how sensitive those bass and crappie guys, work those baits. I think we're going to find out that the same thing. The harder we try to force that fish to eat, the more we're chasing them off. And I think the more we finesse them, we're liable to find out that that's the thing. And the next step is, trying to bring in some sort of artificial into it and get this to go somewhere different.
That would be interesting to see. You see a lot of the videos from like Spain and stuff of them guys using whopper ploppers for those big old wells and stuff. I don't see why we can't do that with flatheads. If you can stay clear of the timber and stuff with those treble hooks, you might be able to get onto something. I see guys catching with crankbaits on the washouts of our little spillways here and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't see why you can't do that using live scope. As long
just
as you can figure out if that fish is in there and where he is, I don't see why you can't cast over him a few times, see if you can't pique his interest.
Well, not just like with the whopper ploppers and stuff like that. I mean, even to like, I had a friend of mine make artificial goldfish. They literally look like a real goldfish. They move real easy. I mean, you could put like a pretty good sized Ned rig on one of them and be able to, as long as it's got a little bit of current, you can see that flopping the tail around a little bit, make it look more alive. Something like that might work.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to change the way we all perceive bait. But I want to address a comment that was here from Down East Tackle. It says that that's like shooting fish in a barrel. No need for fancy gizmos. Do it old school. LOL rookies. So I will agree with you, Down East, in a couple different ways. I would love to take away everything. I've fished tournaments all over the country, and I would like to see, as much as I like it, I would like to see live scope taken away, outlawed before it ever grabs hold. And because it is so dangerous, it's not only dangerous to the fish, but it's dangerous to the bait. And if we don't take care of our bait source, our fish resource is not going to, thrive either. So if we take advantage of our bait source because it makes it easier, then, our fish, our resource is going to struggle as well. So, I'm glad he said that. And I would love to do a tournament 100%, no electronics, fresh water, everybody brand new on the water. You go out, you do what you can do, reading the water. I would like to see that. So
Yeah, that question or that comment comes up a lot whenever I get talking about live scope and stuff, and I'm still, still contemplating my official view on it all. I remember back in the day when papergraphs came out, everybody thought that was cheating. Well, it helped, but was it cheating? I don't know. This is definitely a big ways away from there. It totally is. As far as the tournament stuff goes, I'm not a tournament guy, but I don't see why they can't have people that win with it and people that win with it. Maybe have 2 classes or something. I don't know. But then anglers don't like to split those purses either, though. When you got to split it down the middle, they're not very happy.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Absolutely.
So I'm still undecided on where I stand. I know I want one in my book, Chris. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I will. I will definitely take it, especially when it comes to catching bait. I'll be on the James River here in a few days, and I only got a certain amount of time to go out there and fish. So if I can cut that catching bait in time and a half, I'm going to do it.
Imagine being on new water; it would be invaluable. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was talking to, I had Ted on my show on a Monday, and I don't know if was it during the show or after the show. I spent like an hour talking to him afterwards, but we have a small reservoir here where people claim there are walleye in there. I never caught one. Got that. That's one of the spots I got that live scope out there. I saw where the walleye were. I saw there were walleye in there. Next time I went out, I got on one. So sometimes you just got to be able to know that they're there to concentrate your efforts on what you're doing. So
yeah.
I know a lot of the guys on Ohio, like Skip and Roger, and them, they say, find fish, catch fish, right? If you can't find them, you ain't catching them.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
And I think that's what's going to be the dangerous part is, if somebody just gets it and they go out and they try to use it, they're not able to use it to its full potential. But if you take that and you add in side imaging and you add in down imaging and everything else, all the other little details that we have, that's, I think, where it gets dangerous, because I can go out and I can scan, an easily 100-foot on each side of my boat, and then start pinpointing things. And, you got to be able to put those all together. Then, like I said, I think that's where it's going to get dangerous.
Well, and some of the other thoughts I had with all of that is, I hate to admit my age, but I'm getting up there in years, and I was forced to fish the old way, starting from the bank, starting with my grandpa, learn about current seams, all sorts of stuff without having a view underneath. If he wanted to know what was under the water, he'd send me down there as a kid, go see what's under their marquee. You know what I mean? It got that serious with him. And the people that are coming into the game now, if they jump right into a live scope or something, and it's not like they have a learning curve like we do, they've been playing video games their whole life. Does it take away from them? I don't know. Does it take away their skill set? Who knows? Well, the only way we're going to find out is over time.
Yeah. One of the biggest things that I get with the academy classes that I'm doing now is, folks just wanting to learn how to read a river, to be able to put all those clues with electronics and sonars together. So that's encouraging to me that people actually want to go back to the basics of things and start from the beginning and learn kind of like how I feel the right way is to do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I got my wife looking at me. I think dinner's ready.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Nice talking to you again. As always, both of you guys have a great one. We'll see you guys around somewhere on the internet later.
Hey, buddy.
See.
Well, I've got a show tonight too.
Yep, I saw that. It came up on my phone. You got a show called "When and Why to Use Floats."
Yep, I got some new floats in from Patriot, and I'm going to kind of open them up and give them my thought on them first thing tonight, and then kind of go over, why and when and how I use them. So,
what color did you end up getting with?
Well, I don't know yet.
Mystery.
Yeah, I haven't opened it. I haven't looked at them. So this is going to be 100% honest, unbiased opinion of them.
Gotcha.
From the time that I opened, because I haven't opened them and look at them. Not once.
I've used mine a couple of times and I love them.
Awesome.
Especially night fishing.
especially night fishing with that light. I mean, it's perfect. Lights up good. So
Awesome. Well, that's good to hear. So I'm gonna jump off here as well, and
okay.
I want hopefully we'll see you guys over there, and if not, hopefully you guys have a good day, a good
No
evening.
problem. I'll probably jump on later and watch it later, since I'll be on here still. So
sounds good, buddy. We'll catch up with you next week.
All right, see you, man. All right, that was awesome, guys. Appreciate Mark from Catfish and Crappie jumping up and giving his thoughts. Chris giving his thoughts, kind of giving us an idea what he thought the waters are looking like, the fish is looking like. So basically a recap on Chris's information is here soon you'll be seeing a lot of bait fish moving up. So you're going to have a lot of big fish coming up and following that up. So look out for that. Definitely. He talked a little bit about the some of the rivers going into the Ohio. Some of that mix right there will be a good spot, possibly to meet up some good fish. Eric says, I need all that Muskrat, Freddie, and Lee was on, and the guy to eat shad, and that would have been J-Dog. Yeah, Chris is always awesome. Me and him get to be able to talk and hang out on the phone, kind of get some ideas from him. So that's always awesome. So yeah, there you go, Ernie. He's only 45 minutes. You need to hook up with him then. If he's only that far away from you, that's not a bad deal right there. But I'll post it again. Anybody else who wants to come up and give their ideas, thoughts on hooks, new rigs, you're gonna change up how you do bait this coming around this weekend or here soon. So if you've got your thoughts on it, then yeah, definitely come up here and share out your thoughts of it. Yeah, there you go. Hoover should be thawed out by this weekend. That'd be awesome there, Roger. For you and Skip and Zach, definitely get on some good fish then. I need to get that muskrat jealous Freddie Lee and that Danny Stone saying we want Roger. Well, you get your chance later on to get Roger, unless he wants to jump up here now and give his thoughts about this weekend. Yep, in 1 hour, definitely. Oh yeah, he's always eager to teach. Yeah, and that's a good thing. He's always is. Always. Yeah, that's what I like about Chris. He's always willing to teach, help somebody out. Oh yeah, yeah. 8 o'clock, guys. Make sure you do head over and get with Muskrat, Roger, and Carrillo. He's got Mr. Doc Lang on tonight. That's going to be an interesting one, definitely. Yeah, definitely going to be a good one. So Eric and Curtis looks like they're going to be going up to Amy's birthday this weekend. So that'd be cool. There's Jello. There's Fishing with Squirrel. Lance McCouga. Welcome, guys. 32 people in the house. I'll make sure I haven't missed anybody else. Mr. Ernie Brown. Chucky Morgan. LG Bass. Catfishing with Cause. What's going on, Cause? I know you've probably got a show coming on right now. 7. With the Anglerholics. All right, Bug Man, what's going on? I know you've been, but we've been busy. Lance. How you have been? That's fine, Bug Man. The caps. It's okay. Oh, is it 9 p.m.? Okay, cuz. I want you to hop up here, cuz. Let's talk to you for a little bit, if you want to. Anybody else that's in work fishing this weekend, especially in the tournament, you can hop up if you want to. Oh, I know they were. Well, I don't know if you saw it, Brad, but I put out a little short video a little bit ago before I started the show, and it featured some of your weights. I don't know if you can see them back here behind me, right here in the middle. There's all your weights and stuff that you gave me that I hadn't used yet. Cause, all right, yeah, nobody wants to see anything. Not on the show, no. Down East Tackle, what's going on, man? What's up?
What are you doing?
Not much. So, question to you is, since you've been fishing all winter and you've been doing pretty good,
I have.
now we're coming up to warmer weather. Would you change things up or would you keep it the same?
It just depends on the water and everything else. Like this weekend, I'm taking all my rattles and floats and everything off, and I'm just gonna have just a small leader line.
So you're gonna go old school then?
Yeah, I'm going back to my roots. That's all I need.
There you go.
I
Now
caught
is
plenty of
it
fish.
because you just want to, or because you don't think they're actually been working as good?
I honestly, I think the Licking River would produce better without that stuff on it.
Gotcha.
But that could just be me. You know, I'm just gonna try. And then when it warms back up, I'll put the stuff back on it.
Gotcha. And Ricky, what new snacks have I put out now the winter's over? It is a nacho cheese pretzel twist. That's the new for the week for the coming out of the winter. So
plus that river has got so much garbage coming down it right now.
Yeah.
I figure maybe the less stuff on the line, the better. It won't collect.
That won't get hung up and stuff. Okay, I understand that. I understand your thought behind it now. Yeah, I probably would do the same here. Now that I've seen what our waters look like, because our waters right now are they're just brown and trashed up so bad. I would probably think would be the same thing. Just take everything off and be bare as can be.
Me and Tara went out Sunday on the Ohio, and when we pulled our line in, we had 6 feet of nothing but leaves.
Oh, see, yeah, with all that trapped on there with the rattles and everything else, yeah. Now, are you going to leave a float on it or no? Or you don't do? I can't remember if you do floats or not.
I'm just going to do about a 10-inch leader line, and that's it.
Gotcha. Okay. Same hook upsets?
Yep, same hooks. I'm out here now putting all brand new rod holders on my boat.
Pray tell, what did we end up getting? Some monster rod holders?
Yep. I bought them off Skip Stewart.
Nice. Mr. Skip is in chat right now too, so.
My buddy.
Yeah, Skip's awesome.
Mm-hmm. We held hands and hugged and everything at CatCon.
Did y'all do that little skipping through the CatCon?
We did. It was so fun. And you know, Zach come over and ruined it.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, so Roger was on one hand and Skip was on the other?
No, Skip was on one hand and Zach was on the other. You don't call them the river princesses for nothing.
Yep.
Rick quit saying that. One of them's gonna call me out and beat me up.
Oh, I know.
Probably
Definitely.
Rod. He's been gunning for me forever.
Eric said the Ohio River had a lot of trash flowing down it today around Greenup Dam.
Yep. When we went down day for yesterday, Blicken was running about 2.5 miles an hour with a solid stream of garbage right in the center of it. Which I believe, I could be wrong, but if it's in the center of the river, that means it's dropping. But I could be wrong.
Because where it's flowing back toward the center of it, yeah. Hitting that channel in the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go old school for a couple times just to see what happens.
He may be in chat.
Who?
Somewhere. My little girl's here. She's wanting to know if Freddie was in the chat.
I'm ready already.
Now he's fishing right now. Oh, Danny said, doctor thinks my blood pressure is high because J-Dog squeezed my butt cheek.
I don't think it was me squeezing your butt cheek that made your pressure go high.
No.
That's what happened after that.
Gray says he knew not to get too close then.
Yeah. Some people's a hugger, some people's a squeezer.
Yep. Nice. It's gonna be a warm day tomorrow. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All new rod holders.
Nice. Yep. There's Catfish Heroes, Mr. Sean. There's Ronnie Moore, Chrissy Brown.
I'll tell you what, that hotel that night, man, I ain't had that much fun in a long time.
Do what?
That night at the hotel when we was all partying.
Yeah.
I ain't had that much fun in a long time.
It seemed like y'all were having a good time. That was actually pretty good. Christy, her name is Sky.
He says some people like
yeah, the Indy Yak Angler is really good. I actually kind of like watching him. Sean, he's actually really good. Oh, he knows. I didn't tell him. I told him earlier today.
I felt so bad for Danny. I thought he was gonna cry when we told him we was leaving.
What?
Huh?
Told who?
When we told Danny we was leaving, I thought he was gonna cry. Poor feller.
Yeah. Yeah, Christy said they had a blast that night. Laughed so much. Oh, yeah, it seemed like you all are having some really, really good time. I mean, it's basically what it was. It's just for everybody to get together and see each other and see each other face to face.
The hoodie fits great, Brad. Actually warm. He got me a hoodie. It says it's got tidal weights on the back of it.
Oh, nice. That's
called
cool.
Pro Staff, sucker. You ain't got one.
All these weights over here, Brad. Come on, really? I even pushed them on my little short video and on my live today. Make sure everybody go and hook you up. Get your weights from you. It's all I use. I don't use anybody else except for tidal weight sinkers.
That's all I'll use.
Yep. That's probably what I'll ever use. I probably won't go to anything else anymore.
Only reason I use them because I get to hug Brad when I see him. Get to hug him and squeeze him.
But
Yeah, he hunted me down. He said, J-Dog, you're the baddest man out there right now. You've got to wear my product. Well, I don't want to flaunt it, but I am, and I will wear it.
let's see. LG Bass said Brad got my mug yesterday. Yep. Bugman says he's gonna pray that nothing happens and he can go fishing tomorrow. Yep. Yep. I'll look at him, Brad. I will. Speaking of that,
They
I've
really
got my
do.
merch. Speaking of that, I got my merch store up too. So anybody else wants to get down there and hook themselves up with a Bullock Experience outfit, and for a limited edition, my guest on the screen right now has some merch in there for just a little bit. And you can be a J-Dog BFF for a little while.
That's right. We
Amy said she is back, had to leave and go pick up our baby. Well, Danny, you can hop on if you want and let us know. I know you've said some stuff in the chat about what you'd change up, but
Yeah, it won't be long. Me and Brad's gonna be fishing together.
yep.
We've got a good time. Wait for this river to go down. Once it's down, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah. Did you see Brad's comment says I told work my schedule is interfering with my fishing. He wasn't happy.
Yeah. Good thing everybody needs sinkers, and that'll never stop. So
Yep. Danny's coming up.
Here we go.
Yep. We gotta get the champ up for a little bit because he's got to give us his strategy of what he's going to do when he goes after Tara. So what do you know what their rules are?
Just most weight. They're just gonna weigh them all. Whoever's got the most at the end wins.
No side bet.
No. Same thing with me and Greenwell. It's just most weight wins. Oh no,
Yeah,
we're doing numbers. Sorry, numbers.
I was gonna say, yeah, I thought you all were doing numbers.
I felt sorry for him. He never gets in any of these. So when Stan got scared and backed out, because he don't want to get bit twice, I knew I was going for Greenwell.
We love you, Stan, if you're watching.
He told me I could talk trash about him, so it's okay. I said, that's all right, Stan. Everybody's gonna be scared of somebody.
Might as well be the shad eating J-Dog.
That's right. But no, I can tell you why he backed out. I told him in the stipulations I wanted to be if I won, he couldn't stay sturgeon for a year. He was not taking that chance.
All that fluff and stuff. Welcome in, man. Appreciate you coming in. Yep. You will recognize a lot of that's in chat here. We're all big family around here, so welcome in, all the way from Australia.
Well, Amy, I'm gonna try my best, but Greenwell's pretty hard to beat.
Yep. But hey, Chris did get a little bit of insight what's coming up in the future. Hopefully that might be this weekend.
What's that?
The fish are moving quite a bit now. So they'll be moving more and more now. So
well, that ain't good news for me when it comes to him.
No, because they're going to hit him first before they get to you.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, if I lost to Greenwell, it wouldn't bother me a bit.
No. Bugman said he just ordered his free 20 count 8/0 circle hooks from Catfish Sumo.
I can promise you this: I won't go down without a fight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm going out tomorrow, and I'm gonna make sure I get the best of everything when it comes to bait.
No, Bug Man, they're not going to be moving deeper. They're going to be moving shallower.
Well, with the
So-
water, they're probably gonna be getting deeper.
Yeah.
Until the water levels out.
Yeah.
They'll be getting away from the bank probably when it drops.
Yeah.
I tell you what, my river, people would have to be here in person to understand just how bad my river is right now.
Amy said said you're the best fisherman. She has all the faith in you.
She just got to say that 'cause I'm taking her fishing Saturday.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Eric. It's all about having fun out on the water, having a good
Are
time.
they bringing the boat with them?
Do what?
Quiet Man and Eric, or Fat Boy and Quiet Man, ain't they coming Saturday?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Are they bringing a boat?
That I do not know.
Well, he's right there in chat.
Yeah,
He could tell her.
yeah. Curtis and Eric, you might want to make sure that you all are either bringing a boat or you got somebody to fish with ahead of time. Yeah, Grays and Bugman talking about the catfish sumo hooks.
I'll probably wait till tomorrow when the sun's back out and redo my pole.
I'm an Uncle Lou tackle. So I got 8/0, 9/0 hooks, circle hooks.
That's big hooks for a bass.
True, unless you go after those 4 and 5 pounders.
Kelly, I'm gonna give you my word. If you come up fish with me once or twice this year, I'm gonna get you on 20 or bigger.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can guarantee that. What's up, Kentucky Redneck? What's going on, man?
They were free. I like free stuff.
Yep. He's talking about the 8/0 hooks were free.
Well, a bad day of fishing is still bad when you get beat by greenwell.
Yep. Oh, Gray's got him a Uncle Lou rod coming. That's awesome.
Nice.
Nice. One of these days, I'll get one. What's up,
Yeah,
Abby?
I'm gonna be Tara's Joey, and I'm gonna win Joey at the whole tournament. Win me whatever it is. Have me a towel.
He's gonna get Joey. He's going for the Joey of the Year award for next year's Whisker Awards.
I'm gonna bait her hook, throw it out. I'm gonna wipe her hands off. I'm gonna wipe her brow. I'm gonna feed her. I'm gonna be the best Joey out there.
Amy says she wants a 42 this weekend.
42 ounce. We can probably get that.
Curtis says, nope, not bringing the boat. Well, either you're bank fishing or you better have somebody
I don't
in
know
line
anybody.
before Saturday.
Nobody else coming that will have room.
Yeah.
My pontoon's gonna have 2, 5,
A bunch.
yeah, 5 or 6 on it. So. The golly whoppers.
It's just circles.
Oh, 42 pounds.
You're good now.
Okay. Oh God.
So what's your plan for this weekend? Are you gonna still do what you're doing, or are you gonna try and change it up a little bit now that we're getting warmer weather?
I got to work all week, so the only choice I got is to go out Saturday and run all day and try to find a spot to get on the river.
Look at that sexy fella right there. That's
Huh?
my hero. So look at that sexy fella. That's my hero right there.
Right back at you, brother. No, I've got. I mean, they're not as productive spots as I'm used to, but I've got a couple of backwater holes and stuff I can hit if it comes to that. I'll
That'd be
catch some
good.
fish. We'll just see how good they. I mean, depending on what the if the river's stabilizing right now, it's high, but the current on it seems like it's moving really slow. And some of the backwater eddies, I mean, it may be what I need.
Yeah.
He looks a little nervous. He's a little calm down tonight, isn't he?
No, they got me on all kinds of meds today. I went to the doctor today, and my blood pressure was through the roof, and it's never been that way.
Well, that's because you met me.
Well, yeah, I've been pretty excited since then.
Has anything changed, Mr. Stone? Yeah, I met J-Dog.
I met J-Dog. My blood pressure won't come back down.
Well,
They're
Mr.
gonna have to put me on
Stone,
meds.
Mr. Stone, we're going to have to keep you away from him for a while.
Well, no, they'll just have to give me better meds. All righty. Hey, Buckman, Ronnie Moore. And I guess Ronnie Moore's going to be my Joey this weekend. I hope he can make it to my house on time. Now, Ronnie, you realize we got to be at the river and ready to fish at 8 a.m.
Yep. Yep. You got to be ready on sitting there ready to throw it in at 8.
Yep. And if I have to run all the way to Caruthersville, you do the math on what time we'll have to leave out, because that's a long run.
We got rain Sunday, I believe.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That
Yep,
means
over
it's
there
going to hit
towards
me
Cincinnati
Saturday.
area.
Yeah, we got rain Sunday. Saturday night and Sunday, into Sunday.
Well, it'll come by me first. So, oh God, like that's the last thing I need. Hey, Amy. Oh.
Well,
Ronnie said he'll be there.
You can forfeit now. Make it easy on yourself.
No, I'm not a quitter. I'd rather take a butt whipping than quit. I've thought this through, though.
Oh, here we go.
No. I always try to look at stuff from a logical point of view, because here's the thing. I think Tara's going to start stepping up and whooping a whole bunch of people's butts, and I'm going to get the privilege if it happens. I'm not writing it off that Tara's going to win. Everybody else is, but if it happens and Tara whips my butt, then I got it out the way, and I get to laugh at everybody that's going to be in line behind me. Got you some of that, didn't you?
But
been there, done that. Now I get to laugh at you.
But we'll get to laugh at you first and say, "Hey, you're the first one that got whooped."
Yeah, but if everybody's expecting it, how much do you really got on me?
And the good thing is you and Lee can go to counseling together.
Yep.
That'd be way too. I could buy a new boat for what that would cost.
You go to that meeting, Lost to Terra Anonymous.
There you go. Is it really anonymous if everybody's talking about it?
Hey, I'll pick you two up and I'll drive.
No,
just send me the invoice.
Here's the thing. It's gonna be fun no matter what, win or lose. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm not taking this serious whatsoever.
Absolutely not.
I'm concentrating solely on Amy's birthday, and I'll fish with Greenwell. And if I catch fish, great. If not, I care more about her birthday anyways.
There you go. Yeah. But you know what he's gonna do? If he beats Greenwell, he said, "All right, I did this for Amy on her birthday."
No, me and Greenwell have been wanting to go at it for a while, so this
you
is
know
nice.
what? Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that one. Is he going?
And the biggest thing is Eric, like we talked earlier, is Greenwell. Every time he puts in for one of these tournaments, if they have that wheel, he don't get picked.
I was going to pick Roger, but I know he'd beat me, so I went a little easier.
Oh, I'd never pick Roger. No way. And here's the thing: I had no intentions of picking any of the Mississippi guys, like Parker, Creole, or I had no intention of going after them, because the coolest thing to me would have been able to get it down to where that's all that was left, and that was a really hard battle right there for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't going after any of those guys. Who I wanted to go after Stan. I was hoping they would spin that wheel and my name would land on it because I wanted Stan so bad.
He had a birthday party to go to.
So he's out of it now?
Yeah.
Greenwell took his spot.
Yeah.
Well,
He
you know,
backed out, and Mark let me call somebody else out, so I called out Greenwell.
you know what? Fake birthday party. I told him at CatCon, I said, you better hope that you get past J-Dog. You better hope you don't get past J-Dog because I'm going to tear you a new one. I said, if I get by Tara and you get by J-Dog, I said, I'm coming after you. And he said, I'm dropping out. Birthday. Somebody's birthday somewhere. No, I'm kidding. I love Stan, man. I tell you what, he's an awesome dude.
Stan backed out, and I told him that if I won, he couldn't stay surgeon for a year.
Well, naturally.
Yeah, so he backed out after that.
Yeah, you might as well just cut his head off.
Well, I mean, I hope everybody's happy because now he's going to say sturgeon and show his awards for the next year.
Mm-hmm. Well, you see what he got to do, didn't you? Yesterday.
Hey, first you're gonna see the rod coming by.
Yeah.
Then the picture.
Yep. Then here comes
the award coming by.
Yep.
That's an hour show right there.
Well, he got to be on Real Beast show and talk about it yesterday.
Well, that's not the end of him talking about it.
Nope.
That's just the beginning for the next 12 months.
Yeah. But see, I look here. Amy said that Lee wanted to come after me, but Tara got me first. Now, I want people to understand something here. Any of us going after each other is because it's going to be fun. There's like, oh, I don't like that guy. I want to take him out. It's nothing like that, I assure you. If you get me, J-Dog, Tara, Lee, Amy, all that stuff, I promise you, it's going to be a good time. We've already proved that. Y'all may not have had fun. We did.
We had a blast.
Yeah, I hope they enjoyed it because we were basically ignoring chat that night and just hanging out.
We got 31 awesome people still in the house. Appreciate everybody still staying here.
Yeah.
I wish that the Danny and the Taro was just them two on screen and was going at it. That would be a lot funner.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Then every time Tara's catching a fish and screaming fish on, and Danny's over there whining and crying, and everybody was.
Really, man, change your bite. Change your bite.
LG Bass said Stan signed the picture for him at CatCon.
Stan's probably got 500 of those pictures in the closet signed. But I guarantee you, he autographed that one too, Tom. Now, you want to come up and talk about bait size, hook size, stuff like that too. I was getting a lot of bites through the early winter, but they weren't hooking up. And J-Dog started telling me, he said, downsize your hooks, dummy, and stuff, which normally I go down to about a 7/0 in the winter. And in really extreme cases, I'll go down to a 5. Okay. But it's just like this Sunday. I'm going to throw out, I think me and Tara agreed on 7 rods. Okay. I'm going to throw out 3 rods with the 9 and a 10/0 hooks, but I'm going to keep the 7/0 on the rest of them.
You should throw them all out with the 9 and just one with the 7.
You think?
Yeah. You should probably go up to like a 12, actually.
Well, I don't think I'm going to go that drastic with it.
Or at least a 10.
Hey, I've got some 15s and 16s.
Yeah, put that on there.
Yeah. I don't use those on the river, though. I use those in Florida.
That's fine. Give it a shot.
Yeah. Well,
there's Kevin Baker and there's Art from 1 Ton.
Art. Got to meet Art up there. Art's a great guy.
I love me some Art.
Yeah.
Other than he said I couldn't fish, but we'll leave that alone. That's a different time.
But I can't believe Lee was planning on coming after me.
Lee said he was going to whoop you like a government mule.
I would love to fish again. And you know what? That don't make sense because there is nobody, including you, that cheers for Lee Evans more than me. I'm constantly in Lee Evans' corner. But that's all right. I doubt very seriously he survives first round, but if he does, I'll be looking for him.
Art said J Dog hugged me and everything. That means J Dog hugged you and checked your oil.
I did. He was way over full. I bet you Lee wins Sunday. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go this route. Watch me fishing Saturday. If I don't do no good, Lee's losing Sunday.
Yeah, because he's going to do the same spot, right?
Yeah, he'll do the same river. So if I lose, he's going to lose.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I mean,
Art said you couldn't reach it.
I was actually counting myself out based on the fact that I've been on the Mississippi River here lately, and I know how trashed it is. And so that kind of got me like, well, there's no way I can win. But I'm telling you, I went over to Ohio when I was going up to CatCon, and man, I think the Ohio look rougher than Mississippi right now.
I'm not fishing the Ohio.
I know, but you're on the Licking, and where does it go? And I've seen the last few times you guys fished, that river's blown out.
Well, Freddie was here, and now he's gone.
It dropped 4 feet the day me, Van, and Sandy was there, and we did 18 fish with sun in the sky and not a cloud in sight.
Really?
And that went against everything everybody talks about.
Lee Evans says he catches big fish.
Can
Lee
you
Evans,
see me and hear me?
Yep.
He's directing it toward you, J-Dog.
I know. It's past his bedtime.
We got you, Freddie.
Sweet. I'm at spot number 8. I just set up.
Saw anything yet?
Nope. I've had 2 bites since spot number 1.
Oh, God.
Hey, Lee better hope he don't make it to the second round and I make it, because I'm calling him out.
He's got to go past Big Skip.
He said that Greenwell was going to beat me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's going to be tight.
So it's going to be on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Last time that Lee doubted me, I called a 72 the next day. You know what he told me, Danny?
What you're saying is whatever Lee Evans says and does, the opposite's going to happen.
Lee told me, he said, J-Dog, you catch quantity of fish, you don't catch quality. And I said, all right, Lee, it's personal now. And when I went out the next day and caught my 72. I made him eat his words.
Amy says Lee was talking crazy today. She don't know what was in his coffee. But then he turns around and says reverse psychology.
I thought Lee talked crazy every day.
Well,
yeah,
he does.
that's true, too.
You're blotchy there.
You got your rods out, or you're just not getting there?
Oh, I just got them out. I got them out and then tried to get in here. So,
hey, let me tell you how to catch a fish.
how?
Put your bait on there, rear back, and scream, "This is for J-Dog!" and send it.
I did that on the first rod, and I put a brand new piece of that dark water, garlic scented shad on it.
Don't use that. I'm a shad guy. You know that.
That's carp, not shad.
Well, I mean, carp.
I know. That's what I said. Don't use that.
Now, what did you said you got 2 bites earlier? Is that what you got your bites on?
Well, I got it on the regular, not the scented.
Okay, but it was a dark water bait.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, cool.
But there was little bitty bumps.
Yeah.
But
See, when I was coming home from CatCon, I stopped on the river, and that's all I got was 3 little bumps, and that was on the dark water. That was the anise flavor that I threw out.
Yep, I got some in the truck, but
you need cherry Kool-Aid chicken.
Well, I got
chicken.
I got regular chicken.
No, you need cherry Kool-Aid and lemon Kool-Aid.
Well, I might have to try that tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to be throwing the dark water bait in anise, the dark water bait and garlic. I'm going to be throwing. I still got that card.
That's what I said. You still got that thing on the bank?
I still got him. I vacuum sealed him. I got one play off of him, and I'm going to throw that, and I'm going to throw some fresh skipjack.
Nice.
So I'm going to be running 3 kinds of carp and skipjack. And if I find them in a spot that I usually get them at, I'm going to go Saturday and throw my net and try to get some shad.
Well, at least y'all got more than 4 rods. Nina put me on the bank, so I couldn't fish from my boat, so we're stuck with 4 rods. And I'm stuck fishing on the bank.
Good at 4 rods.
Oh yeah, you can do great with 4 rods. I just
You're
got
my
to find
hero.
this one.
You're my hero, Freddie. You got this.
Thanks, J-Dog. So right now we got 2 pieces of carp out, 1 piece of chicken, and 1 raw shrimp, just because.
Kelly, I need your help.
Yes, sir.
This is serious. I need your help.
All right.
I need an invoice sent to Freddie for a door handle for an 07 Expedition.
All right, I can do that. I'll get that together and send it out tonight.
Now, do you want full price, refurbished, or junkyard price? Which one?
No,
it
I
don't
want
matter. It's whatever I put on that invoice.
Yes.
Aftermarket.
Nope. Brand name, brand new, straight from the manufacturer.
Get it from the dealership.
Yep.
Yep, they're about $37 from the dealership and about $9 on Amazon.
Yep.
Well, we're going from the dealership.
Yeah, but you also got to add in the labor, which is like 12 hours at $80 an hour.
Yeah, it's 12 hours, about 3 people working on it.
Oh, geez, this is going to cost me my next year trip, and I ain't even got there yet.
Right. Freddie can't go
It'll just cost you an Uncle Lou's rod. That's we'll just put it that way. It'll cost you an Uncle I'll
have to send him. Look, I'll have to send him the one that he won and gave to me. Then.
Are you using what I gave you?
Yep, it's on rod number 2.
Nice.
And then I got my Lee rod, the one I got from Lee, in the back of the truck as a backup.
That's why you ain't catching nothing. Throw that thing back in the backyard somewhere.
Look, I cleaned it up, took it apart, oiled the reel up, put some new line on it.
Did you put bleach on it?
It don't matter. I had to pressure wash my boat 8 times to get the juju out of it.
So, I might let Nina borrow that rod then this weekend.
Yeah, let her take it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized something.
Uh-oh.
What's that, Pumpkin?
Is Lee going to be on your boat Saturday while you're fishing?
No, sir.
Crap.
Nope, he's going to be on his own boat.
Yep, he'll be on his own boat.
I need to get Lee on your boat Saturday.
Hey, he's got his own nice boat now.
He's the crap out of it for Sunday.
Lee's juju is finally wearing off. Last time he was here, we did 12.
Yep.
Well, time before last, we did 12.
See, Amy said no, he isn't allowed to be on J-Dog's boat.
Yeah, he's grounded.
Now he's got his own boat.
You know why? All I got to do is get Lee Evans on that boat before Sunday. That's all I got to do. And this is in the bag. And if I had the money, I could fly Lee Evans all over the country and I could win this whole thing.
Yeah, me and Lee's not talking.
Touch it, do something.
Yeah, because Lee's got Nina picked over me, so me and Lee ain't buddies right now.
Oh, really? He picked Nina over you?
Oh,
We're gonna start a Lee hate group.
Nah. I don't know. I just wish Lee would catch fish.
Amy says we're going to get 42 fish or 42 pounds
I can guarantee you 1,000% we're going to get 42 fish. They're just going to be in my cast net.
Well, I mean, hey, I watched one live you did one day, and you guys were in the back creeks throwing the nets. You and somebody else, I can't remember who was with you.
My brother.
Throwing the nets over and over and over again, and
Yeah, we did that.
getting shad.
Yeah.
How much trouble have you been having getting the shad with the water the way it is now? Or are you going back in the same spots?
No, I could go above my dam to this place called Snyder Creek.
Yeah.
And I could catch 500 shad, all 12 inches or bigger, in just a matter of 20, 30 minutes.
Wow.
Well, you should have
this
done
time
that
of
so I could
year-
have brought some home.
Yeah.
You didn't ask me to, or I would have.
Yeah. That's one of the best baits on the Mississippi this time of year.
Creek
Especially
chubs.
big old fat shadhead.
Creek chubs is the best thing in the world around here.
Well, here's the thing. I threw there's some little small drainage ditches around my hometown here, and I can throw a cast at it, and I can get little 5-6 inch creek chubs. And man, I haven't had anything touch them. And I put them on their hole with the tail cut off. I've chopped them in half. I've tried everything, and they won't touch them. With the shad, man, they love shad. But you know, I tried freezing the shad, took it back next day, and it's no good. It gets too mushy.
I think Leroy wanted the link.
I gave it to him.
Keep him in the basement for an hour like he does you.
I know.
Yeah.
I should. He tells me that all the time.
What, is Lee down there?
Not yet.
But I ain't got my Compex light out here. Well, my light out here.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch
with
this.
the flashlight on the rods, just to try to see them.
What's going on?
We'll keep Lee sitting down in the basement for a little bit, like he does me.
He's here. He's
Amy,
just
should I bring him up? Should I
he
bring
back
him
to
up?
do?
I reckon.
All right, I'll bring him up.
No,
Well,
you know that
take me off
wasn't
the big
gonna
screen
work.
'cause you ain't doing
I had
Look
you
at
right
my
here.
face.
No, it's me. I work.
No, I was there first.
No,
Yeah, I was. I had to end it because you messed it up.
that woman's afflicted.
You're afflicted. She's jealous. I had to leave because of the sound.
So I'm up at Kelly. I'm up at the
Well, you
dam.
both could be on there. Just one of y'all gonna have to mute.
Yep.
I'm up at the other dam, which is about 40 miles upstream of the one I was at earlier. So I've never been to this one. So this is interesting. I didn't even get to see the water, how deep it was, or anything before I got here.
I just want to know what was my name being brought up for? Because
That's
I was
it,
on the phone with Jim Preston, Catfish Jim, talking about fishing tomorrow, and I had a baby in my hand, multitasking, and all I could hear was Danny Stone going, "Follow Lee Evans around."
If I can reach you guys, I will.
Because I got word that if Tara didn't pick me, that you were coming after me.
Yeah, because that'd be a blast to just be on the same show as Danny Stone.
Well, of course it would, brother.
I mean,
You'd have a good old time.
I'm telling you.
I know it.
But now I've been motivated to take out somebody else when I take out Big Skip.
Now, you don't think Skip's going to be a pushover, do you?
It's on, son.
Well,
Who are you talking about?
Listen, I'm not betting against you. I'm just saying I think you're going to have to do some work.
I'm gonna pull out there and they're gonna just jump the boat, son.
Mark don't count. Mark don't count.
I mean, it's gonna be catfish, you know. He done made the phone call to old Flatty Flathead, and he's gonna be telling me to just jump the boat when I drive by.
You called your other phone and talked to him?
Yeah, old Flatty Flathead answers every time I call it. And the first thing he says is, "Boy, you can't fish or chat worth a lick."
Yep. What's going on, Mad Catter?
We can't fish worth a lick.
I
That's
gotta
right.
go
Lee
now.
can't
I'm
fish worth
out.
a lick.
I'm out. Mason's dogging me out.
We can't fish worth a lick.
That's right, Mason.
Lord, have mercy. J-Dog has done brainwashed his kids.
Well, you know, it's not going to bother me if the river stays high like it is, as long as that trash settles down.
Yeah, that's the trash and the current,
Yeah,
and not necessarily the current, but it has to be the trash.
yeah. If that trash will go away, it's not going to hurt me that river's high. It's not going to hurt me a bit.
I mean, I want my trash to go away, not yours.
No, well, your trash goes away. It becomes my trash.
Right.
Because it goes down the Licking, hits the Ohio, goes down the Ohio, hits the Mississippi, and right on my front porch. So
it needs to be cleaned up, J-Dog,
I
about
get to
Thursday.
see 3 weeks later.
Yeah, that's right, Brady. It'll be gone by about Thursday or Friday.
And then
Is that right there?
Look at that spread. Look at that spread.
Where's he at?
Uncle Lou rods.
That's his rod.
Where?
Yep. I may be able to pull a rabbit out of my hat because I might be going out to the middle of the river on an island.
There's my bait tank in case you want to see it.
No, we didn't.
What's going on, Jesse?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Nina said I couldn't fish from the boat. She didn't say I couldn't get in the boat and go out to the. Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah, see, a loophole.
Yes.
Yep, there's your loophole.
You're
She's probably
Kelly,
welcome.
you need
she's probably
poles,
listening
Kelly?
in, and when I get home, that's gonna be another rule.
I'll take a
There'll be
couple
another
Uncle
loophole, baby, when
Lou
you got
rods.
home.
Man, look at that.
Well,
What?
I've had a couple people call me and offer assistance with their boat. But you know what? I'm not a boat fisherman. I told them, I said, you can get me out to that island where the river goes around it and it comes back together on the back side of it. That's where I want to be. Where the island splits the river and when it comes back together, it creates a seam in the river. If I can get right there, then it's going to be on.
Amy,
Yeah.
look, your motor's still on it.
What about the
It's got a
rug?
duck head on top of it.
You take the
Huh?
rug out?
It's
Did
got
you
a
take the
duck's
rug
head
out?
on top of it.
A what on top of it?
Duck head. Quack, quack.
Oh, the stream yard.
Oh, here.
That's a duck boat.
Ain't no duck boat.
It's got a duck on it. There you
There
go.
you go.
Duck's gone.
And there's my bait tank.
How many times you had to use that ladder on the back?
Only
None.
when Chris comes over.
Need a pole, Danny?
I almost got that many.
That's only
That's
half.
what he
The other
normally
half
takes
was
with him. He normally takes 12 with him at all times.
If you line mine
13.
up like that, half of them
13.
come from Walmart.
Well, these are all Uncle Lou's. That's a flying cat.
Is there a cat in that car?
Yeah, right here. Bubba. Say hi to YouTube. Say hi. See, notice he's messing with the flying cat because he's a cat.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
that one's Walmart. That one's Walmart. That one's Walmart. This is Walmart. That's Walmart. These are Catfish Pro. So
Okay.
that's the only good,
I'm going to say
good
this.
stuff I got.
I'm going to say this. I don't mean it, but I'm not going to miss this opportunity. That's the only cat those rods are going to see this weekend.
Oh, balloon.
Oh.
Look there,
I didn't
Kelly.
mean it, but I couldn't let that
I
go.
see it. Have you used it yet?
Not yet.
That'd be nice sitting out on the pontoon.
They're talking about you, Bubba.
Hey,
Over here,
take that cat
that
when you're fishing.
He's rubbing the cat juju on all of them. See?
He's probably peeing on them.
Here, I'm gonna bite that one. Make sure it's a big one.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah,
definitely cat rods. Gray's family wants to know what year that car is.
It's a 60. Which one? There's two of them in here.
Well, tell us both of them.
That one's a 67 Mustang, and then this one's a 49 Buick.
Doc
They
Hudson.
Look nice in my garage.
You can own
I
it.
used to have that same Mustang in candy apple red.
This
What,
was
the
my old
Mustang?
race car.
No.
Hey, look
Leave it
here.
black.
Let me show you something good.
Ancient Mariner?
Yeah.
I wish I would have bought another one of those. I bought one and I should have bought two.
Well, he froze.
there it goes.
All right. Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you back.
Look at that.
Hey, I need that for that Chris Flores rod I got. It'll match that blue rod perfect.
I got two of these.
$129.95, and I'll send you one.
I know it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and that's what I'm kicking myself for. I should have got one when I was up there, but I'm going to go ahead and order one to put on that that blue cat rod. Because I bought a green
her
one.
two of them.
Well, I bought that exact same reel right there, but I bought it in green because that catfish sumo rod that Murillo gave me, it's green. So I put the green reel on it, and I've got the green line that I bought off Murillo. So it's loaded up green, green, green. Green rod, green reel, green line.
Because that's all you're going to get is grass all over that rod.
I know it.
There he is. He's back.
No. Say goodbye, baby. You're going to a better home. Oh.
That was an Ancient Mariner.
Yep. Tell it. I hope you enjoyed all the fish we caught together because you're not going to get to do that anymore.
That was the last fish you get. The last fish you get right here.
Unless Amy takes it out by herself.
Amy said you best get away from it.
I ain't caught a whole lot out of this boat. Probably 40, 50. Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you one thing that happened on that boat. Freddie hand-lined an 18-pounder in on that boat.
I thought you was going somewhere different with that. I was gonna say, don't go there.
If the boats are rocking, don't come and knock.
Somebody got their oil changed, didn't they?
He's about to get his oil changed in it.
That ladder's full. Spring loaded.
Leo need that.
I hope not. If they need that, that means he fell in.
Well, he'll need it.
Because Amy's gonna push him out of the boat.
All you'll see is Lee go upside. Go, oh Lord!
No, you won't even see that. You just see feet sticking up in the air.
You got any bait in that tank, or is it just for looks?
It'll be jam full come Saturday. Don't you worry.
So it ain't got no bait in it.
Nope, not yet.
It's uneven. Yeah, it is.
Time for muskrat yet?
About 5 more minutes.
I can show you what's in my tackle box. It ain't full right now, but
Let's see
still
it.
full. Dude.
Let's see all those little 7/0 hooks you got.
I'll do 4. What are you talking about?
Don't show you your brothers then, because he ain't got nothing but number twos in his.
Yep.
I'm about out of everything. I gotta order me some more.
You just left CatCon.
Yeah, beads,
No.
swivel, three
You
ways,
got
hook.
Uncle Lou's tackle, so you can't get Uncle Lou's tackle at CatCon.
That's true.
Hey, I'm sponsored. I can get it whenever I want.
Yep.
All I gotta do is say, "Hey, send it to me."
Well, the way them tackle boxes are looking, you might want to start hollering, "Hey!"
Yeah,
what all
I've
this
been
right
losing
here-
it all
that's what all
on
this
winners
here
and
is.
rattles.
All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I appreciate it, Kelly.
Oh, no problem, man. Anytime, man.
I'm about to float
You
too.
now.
I got sinkers down there, but my plastic thing got busted the other day. Somebody stepped on it. So
It wasn't me.
yeah, I'm sure it was.
You can't blame me for everything.
Hey,
This is-
your boy's leaving. Lee's leaving. There he went.
This is usually what I use right here.
Oh, the team catfish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've had pretty good luck with those.
I
Now,
was
are you
I was
using
a
the,
team I was a team catfish until
Are those the double action ones?
Uncle Lou hooked
That
me up.
one's a J hook, but I usually have the double action.
Yeah.
You know why they're the J hook? Because I'm the J dog.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I like when I started using those team catfish hooks, I found out real quick that I like the double action better.
Yeah, because you can reel down or jerk, whichever.
Right.
I had more. I don't know where they're at. Oh, that's my string. That's what I use, in case he's wondering.
Yeah.
Trilene.
The Walmart here. How big do they make those team catfish double action hooks? Because our Walmart here, the biggest size they ever get in is 8/0.
I think I've seen 10s down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Well,
I think 10 is the biggest you can get.
Well, 8/0's the biggest they carry here.
Oh, speaking of my sponsor, looky here.
Got your dragon weight.
Yep. That's your title weights, if you need any. You know where to go. Then here's my whistle, in case Danny does something he don't need to do, and I got to blow the whistle to help.
I got one of those too.
There's a name
Did
for
he
that
get to
whistle.
use that on you, Freddie, this last weekend?
No, he didn't. I'm lucky.
I don't want to say what the whistle's called because it ain't right to say on YouTube. But here's some more. There's some more jackhammers. Yeah. Hey, I should get these to Lee. He said he called himself the jackhammer this morning.
All right, Grace. We'll see you later, man.
Well, I know
All right,
Jody
guys.
loaded
In
up all those,
1 minute, Roger and Creo will be on for the Muskrat Adventures with Mr. Doc Lang on. So make sure you go there and watch them. It's going to be an awesome show. Doc
These are always
Lang
handy to
is
have.
full of information.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
there's nice to keep around.
Oh yeah, those are definitely a good one to keep around.
Yeah. I'm on Kelly's show. You want to come say hi?
Who is it, Mason?
No, that's
Tara.
Tara. She don't like you.
Tara!
But she loves me.
I heard her. She goes, what?
This
Hi,
ain't about you,
Tara.
Freddie.
It is about me. Tara loves me.
Hey, Tara, see you Sunday.
Hey, your competition's on here.
Do you miss us yet, Freddie?
Oh, yeah. I already told the wife that I was coming back up next week, and she said no.
Well,
I told her
Amy
I
says-
probably needed somewhere to stay for next month. She told me I had to stay at the house.
well,
Amy
I can tell
says, Tara, my BFF and sister.
I can tell everybody right now, come Sunday, don't even worry about watching those other people because me and Tara is where the fun's going to be. Don't even worry about the other people on there fishing. That's where the fun's going to be.
But
Ashley's talk to her whenever you have to talk to her.
Oh, okay.
But appreciate everybody jumping on here. We've held about 20, 30 some people on here. But everybody make sure you get over there to Roger and Creo. Give them some love. And we will bounce out of here and maybe see you all on the water.
Aye, aye, Captain. We're heading that way.
All right.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Going to Muskrats.
All right. See y'all there.
Later,
Bye,
guys.
Danny.
You off there yet?
Alrighty. We are getting ready to get off here in just a second. Ready to close it here in a second.